Hey guys, Dr. Calvin KNRX, and in this video, now I want to cover the exercises that we want to follow up. Now we've done the compression distension for the wrist or elbow or forearm or lower arm areas. We've done the compression distension using the cane and we've stretched things out. And now we want to introduce some demand on those tissues. We want those recruitment fibers coming back online again the way that they're supposed to. We want the endurance building back up. We want our strength building back up. I love using isometrics for this. This is isometric again, is just where we contract, we get in a position and we just hold it. And we're holding it for ideally a minute. There's something beautiful about the minute the research loves, and that's going to really help us kind of reconfigure that area, help us remodel that area, help us to reinforce that area. It really helps stimulate the laying down of new cross fibers and all those different matrices that we want to sort of able to sustain all that wonderful rehab that we're doing in there. And so for the wrist and forearm area, pretty simple. Again, if you're really in that acute phase of that epicondylitis issue and or wrist issue, these may have to wait. We may have to wait a good 7 to 10 days before we can get into these positions. But when we do, again, we're going to start up is just some holds. And the holds are going to be pretty simple. It's going to be a push-up position and it's going to be a row position. So if you watched my shoulder exercises video, which would be a great one to watch if you haven't already, having some rings or a rubber band, being able to do some rows for those wrists really kind of helps them work on those flexors. And then we're going to do some pushes, simply just getting into a push-up position here. And we can either hold at the top or you can hold at the bottom. And again, we're just going to contract. We're going to get down the bottom and we just want that held for time. So again, if you can give me a minute, obviously there's going to be other structures at work, and that's how we want to train these areas. We don't not really huge on muscle isolation. I want them training with all the other links in those chain links, in those kinetic chains. And so we're just going to put those in those positions. End range is ideal. Get down to the bottom of a push-up. You're going to hold that for a minute, and then you're going to go and get into a row, and you're going to hold that for a minute. If you don't have the row rings at home, and I understand not everyone has access to this or has a gym membership, we can simply just get a rubber band and you're going to just loop that around something, and now we can do our rows here. So you can do the rows with the rubber band, you can do the rows with the rings, and then with the rings that would just simply look like this here. And obviously you're in this position here, and obviously the stronger, more confident that you feel with this, the more horizontal we put our bodies, until we even get our feet up on like a bench or something to where we're completely horizontal with our body weight. And we're doing, again, minute hold is with that as well. There's quite a few different exercises for those particular areas. Those are my favorite. I love the end range. I love the isometrics, and I love the kinetic chain type of exercises. So you're using them, rebuilding them as all the other muscles that they would normally work with are having to contract as well. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully you guys are getting some results with this stuff. Again, that's to follow the compression distension. That's to follow the stretching. And now you're doing those exercises.